So we're travelling back in time to 1953, where my mum used to make these almond shortbreads for Christmas. Now it's a bit of a hard sell for us kids, because whenever the nuts came out they'd try and make us eat these nuts, these walnuts, and the walnuts were the worst, because whenever someone put them in their mouth, the face on the person looked like the start of a horror film. So nuts weren't that popular, but as you become an adult, of course, you start to enjoy them. And with the advent of cashew nuts, well, everything took on a whole new meaning. So I'm going to make this almond shortbread, and then we're going to have a cup of tea and try some. Right, let's get cooking. Right, so firstly we've got here 170 grams of flour. This will make, I think, quite a small batch, but that's okay. I can always double it next time. And to this we're going to add 115 grams of butter. Firstly though, we can add a little bit of salt, .70 grams of ground almonds. So you can buy slithered almonds and then just put them in your food processor, and hey presto, you've got ground almonds. Now we've got 60 grams of castor sugar. We've got all the dry ingredients in there. So let's combine these, and then we can add our butter. Right, so there's my butter all cut up, and it's still a little bit hard, as you can see. I'm going to get my hands in there and get that all incorporated, and then we're going to put this into a baking dish and into the oven. That simple. So all we're going to do now is combine this. So I'll have to get my hands in there, I think. My hands will be required. Always get your hands involved when you want to melt butter, alright? Hands. So there's our mixture, and I've combined it as much as I can. So we're now, here's our baking dish. I'm going to push it into this baking dish so that it's we're able to compact it. I hope that's enough. And I'm going to use the back of this to compact it. So I'm just going to try and spread it as evenly as we can, and then press it into place. And I'm hoping that's the sort of thing they're after in the recipe. There's certainly enough butter in this to bring it together anyway. So, but normally when I've made biscuits, and when I say normally, I hardly ever make biscuits. So this is starting to get a bit in the realms of getting too sticky because the room temperature is too high. When my oven is up to speed, which is going to be 180 degrees, we'll pop these in for, hang on a minute, They say for 3/4 of an hour, but I'm not so sure about that. I'm thinking 20 minutes. Okay, well, I put it in for 15 minutes. When I checked on it, it's changed colour. So for my money, that's ready. Now, while it's still warm, and they suggest that you run a fork into the top surface to form a bit of a pattern. I'm not sure that's necessary. There we go, that'll do. 12 pieces of shortbread, but obviously I'm going to taste it before I'm happy with this. Oh, if it wasn't clear, I'm going to wait for this to cool. This is going to probably take the best part, I would say, of well, let's say how long it was supposed to be in the oven. It will probably take 3/4 of an hour. Right, this is well and truly cooled off now, so I'm going to have a bit of a taste. You can't see that, it's a bit off camera, but it's, there it is, and now it's gone. There it is, now it's gone. There it is again. Now it's gone. And there it is again. So I'm going to have a little bit of a bite of this. Oh my gosh. Well, I've made just normal shortbread, and that's been pretty good, but the almond flavour in this, through these ground up almonds, absolutely beautiful. And this has only got, I think it was 60 grams of sugar in the whole recipe. So this is actually not a bad recipe if you don't want to get too fat eating shortbread. I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to make another batch now. I'm so pleased with these. Beautiful flavour. Alright, I hope you make these at home. Very easy and very tasty and reasonably healthy. I'll catch you on the next recipe.